What's up, guys? All right, so I saw my views on my episode one review of Lupinranger Patranger, and as I saw 25 views, that's actually pretty good for my first ever Sentai review. So I think that's really good for my first Sentai review. So that's all I'll say. Thank you guys for the views. You guys for watching. Appreciate it. Get some editing there. So now let's get straight into this one. This will be the Lupinranger Patranger episode 2 review. Okay, now this episode was just extremely just dope. It's just was a dope episode, man. Where do we begin? So this episode pretty much starts off where episode one left off. When the Patranger showed up, transformed into their suits, and was ready to fight the Lupin Rangers and the Gongo Monster. So we get to the fight. They fight. The fight seems pretty cool. You know, because now you got the whole they fight each other, trying to fight the Gongo. It's like, oh, get him, and then things. So it just, so it's like now it's like you got two Rangers. Now the Gongolas have two team of Rangers to deal with, and it's probably a little difficult for him for the monsters. But that's cool though. But the issue is that Lupin and Patranger not working together, so it's gonna make it a little more hard to get the monsters because of that reason. So as they find the monster escapes. The monster escapes. Lupinranger is very upset because he escaped, and then they can get the treasure from the guy. And so right after that, dude winds up still. So under that, they want to try to get the frick out of there. It's like, okay, you messed us up, well now we gotta go. So see you. Patranger was happy because hey, we got vehicles too. Mwah. You can get away this time. Boom! So they shot their vehicles. Now you get into this amazing chase scene. I mean, amazing. I don't know how to describe. I've never seen chasing like this in Sentai. I don't think ever. It's like you got the air vehicles and the land vehicles. They're chasing each other. It is an amazing scene. It's just the way they handle the cinematography for this is just freaking dope. Oh my gosh. I mean, top notch, top notch. They went all out with this scene, man. They went all out for this one. And so then you have they each so basically it's the first time Powder's ever used their vehicle, so they're kind of learning how the system works. They learn how to use their vehicle's special weapons, so they're kind of still learning. And it's just each ring. Oh my gosh, it's like amazing. Oh my gosh. So now it gets to the point where Lupinranger is pretty much gonna get away. Lupinranger is getting out of there. He's getting away. Pato Ichigo is pretty much chasing his ass, but it kind of heads towards a dead end. Pato and Ichigo kind of going, it's not gonna be able to do it. But Pato Sango and Nigo both kind of use their Zord to make a ramp, turn that bridge into a ramp. And so now he's had to go up and kind of go get towards Lupinranger, like yo, I'm just screaming. And he jumped out the vehicle, pretty much ready to jump and land, and pretty ready to land on Lupinranger's ship. But Lupinranger moved his ship to the side just in time for Patranger to go to miss and for him to fall into the water. So yeah, that wound up messing up. So he heads back to the cafe. Lupinranger's not too happy. These guys are like, oh god dang it. Now they're Rangers too. And they're curious about why they had a Lupin, where they get Lupin collection from. And at the same time, which was pretty cool, Umiko, Lupin Yellow, she noticed, like, she kind of brought some up, like, hey, yeah, they both use Lupin collection to turn to Rangers, but their forms are completely different. They're, thief form and they have police forms. So they kind of brought that up, like, hey, just take the same collection, but we have different forms. But they do use different vehicles to different like little miniature versions of vehicles to attach to the versus changer to become these heroes. So I guess it makes sense why they're different, but why also kind of look the same. You can see similar to the design. So Umika basically feel like, maybe we can work with them instead of working against them. We can work with them, but Lupinranger was kind of like, nah. Like it has to be. They feel it has because of what their reason is. It has to be them. They have to be the ones to be able to get all the collection and do what you need to do. So you open at this point out, you find out what the promise is, what that promise is about, and you find out that the promise that they kept was for people that they lost. You see the scene. So that has this flashback footage, and now you see the scene where Lupin Red apparently was running from his brother. Apparently his brother must have had a fight with his brother or something, and you see this mysterious figure walk past him, and you hear his brother scream. So that indicates that, oh my gosh, now we know what the reason is. This mysterious figure monster looks like a gongler, froze his brother. He runs back, sees his brother completely frozen. Like, what the heck happened? But and if it wasn't just that, the ice then shatters with him inside. So that means his brother is gone. His brother is gone, and he screams at the top of his lungs like, "What the frick just happened? He just lost his brother by something, and he don't know what." Same thing happened around Lupin Blue and Lupin Yellow. Lupin Blue apparently had a fiance or a wife, but he lost her. And Umika lost her, I believe it was her, I believe to be her, it might have been her sister or her friend. I don't know which one it was, but she lost someone too by the same guy, same mysterious figure. It's weird, and so they each lose someone they care about, but still how it happens that they didn't want to survive. It's weird. Rather, the butler guy shows up to who gave him the Lupin Collection in the first place to become Lupinranger. He shows him in front of them to hand him this device that you can become, do this and collect the Lupin collection and bring your fallen ones back. So that's what the promise was, to get to collect the Lupin collection to make a wish to bring the loved ones back. Now, I have some kind of thought on this. Like, it's kind of weird. The mysterious figure shows up, right? He shows up, but yet leaves these three alive. The thing is, the mysterious figure passed Lupin Red, froze his brother. Mysterious figure frees everyone else around Lupin Blue, but he's still the one left. Lupin, you see the mysterious figure really right there when Umika was seeing her frozen sister. He could have frozen too, but he didn't. Then you have the butler shows up getting a Lupin collection later that night. I just find it kind of odd, and a little backward. Like, it's kind of odd that suddenly this guy shows up and freezes particularly they care about. But you were right there. You could have took them too, but you just left them and just took the loved ones basically. And then this guy shows up later to talk about collecting Lupin collection. I just find it kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? I find it weird. Something about that is up. I don't know what it is, but it's more so that's definitely way more than a story. And just I probably feel like this may have happened on purpose. Someone did this to them on purpose. It's a thought, but I think that's the case. Like, this was planned, and this particular three they wanted, or he wanted, like he wanted something, and this particular three is from it. That's just my thought, speculation, basically. But it just didn't add up. It just didn't add up. You passed these three alive. Everyone around me could froze except her, including her friend or sister. Like, come on, that's just something about that doesn't seem right. Like, it was planned. Like, they picked these three to become Lupin. I don't know. It's speculation. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. See as Joe passes by. The Escape shows up again, and now Lupin goes to go attack him. He shows up. Lupin Rangers make the entrance in their, in their uniform, masquerade, and they ready to take on his monster. So they morph. Or should I say, Henshin, they transform into Lupinranger, of course. And this once again a cool scene happens. Once again, they have this leg that they're going down from the roof they're standing on. This nice another camera shot. It's just I don't know. I think keep this up because camera shots in the show is just freaking amazing. It's just dope camera shots. They do this. It happens. It's like a nice shot. Oh my god! It's like, ooh, it's like, and it continues on as they're gonna have to fight the monster. And then having another dope camera shot. It's just, I don't know how they're doing it, but it's freaking amazing. I hope they really keep doing that because those shots, camera shots, it's just freaking amazing. The Brains fight the monsters. They doing their thing, and then of course now Patranger shows up. Of course I'm Team Patranger, so that's my people right there. They show up, and now they're about to transform. They actually get to see the Patranger Henshin. That's the cool part. We actually get to see the Henshin of Patranger. I couldn't believe how dope that was. And now they Henshin, and it's have to see the transformation sequence. The transformation sequence is actually pretty cool. Patranger. I actually want to. I'm gonna say this. I like Patranger's henshin better than Lupinranger. I love Lupinrangers too. They both actually both their henshins are really dope. But I guess I haven't like Lupinranger. I got the shoulder pads comes on them. It's really cool, and the tigers. It's really cool. The Patranger's henshin is really cool. So now after their henshin, I got Patrangers and Lupinranger fighting the Gonglas, and they both taking on and fighting each other, fighting Gongla, fighting each other, fighting Gongla. And at this point, Lupin Red and they fight the Gongla, and Lupin Red sees the pot. He says, "Remember something from what Padre Ichigo said earlier. That earlier they were back in the early scene that Lupin Red did hear Padre Ichigo talking about a promise." That he promised the citizens that now they have the capabilities to take on the Gongla and defeat the monsters. They will defeat them. They will protect the people. He had basically the Patranger has their own promise. And his promise is basically to the citizens of the city. And that's what I feel is pretty cool. Lupin Red heard this, and that made him think about the promise he had to keep. With him, his team are keeping. So you think about it, both these teams are fighting on promises, basically. Thriving on that. And Lupin Red can't help but feel more respect for the Patrangers now because they're like, yo, they have a reason to fight. We have our reason. But even they got a reason. Let's think about it. Why we gotta look at why we find the Gongla. Are we finding the Gongla to protect people? Or are we finding the Gongla just to get the Lupin classes to bring the people that we've lost back? I think that's the difference. Like Lupin to me is not fighting for the people; they're fighting for the people they lost, which is understandable, of course. Patranger is fighting for the people itself, the citizens. They fight for everybody. And I think that is really one of the good thing about the thing about these two different teams, that they have complete different reasons to fight. Both have good intentions, but they just kind of like, they differ on things. Lupin Rangers get the collection. They get the collection. Lupin Blue Red to fight the finish monster, but Lupin Red stops Blue and decides to let the Patranger handle the monster. Like, no, you know what? Let's let them have this one. So they went all got away and decided to let them have the one. Patranger Ichigo notices they got away, but they didn't have time to focus on like why they just left like that. Like, you can have the monster, like, and they just kind of just got left, and like he can understand, like, okay, so we can handle the monster. But in this really, really cool scene coming up, that you see they have a new collection. It's like a big vehicle attached to their Versa Changer, and they wind up fusing. I forgot the name of the fusion form. Shoot, Patranger something Patranger. I forgot what it was. But it's a freaking cool looking form. But the fact they all three of them fused into one Ranger. So it's like, so they kind of have like different minds in one body. I think it's just really freaking weird, but it's really cool. So they all weirded out by it when they first did it, but they did, they finished the monster off. But how they finished the monster, then they noticed the whole weirdness about, like, oh my god, it's like, nothing good. They just kind of like, what the frick just happened? Like, what's happening? We're fused. They all know this thing. Like I'm like, what? Why does it smell funny? It's like, it's like touching the chest and like, hey, oh, being like, oh, why should you touch it? Like, oh gosh, like this is difficult. So it's kind of getting Lupin Ranger to laugh though. It does get Lupin Ranger to laugh. One of the main monsters from the Gonglas, she shows up. The female monster that appeared in the previous episode. She shows up to make the monster grow. I mean, the high Caval's handle is pretty cool. So now it's the first time this ever happened. So the Gongla grows for the first time. The Patrangers are very confused. They're like, "Yo, it grew." So the Lupin parents decided to handle the situation. Oh, we got this, and they send the Zors out. And the Lupin listen that the Patranger guy apparently is alive. So he decided to go help Lupin Rangers instead. He said, "I want to help the Lupin Rangers," and so he helped them out. And so in that sense, that he's like a little puppy, little masquerade puppy. Like, it's like, okay, Japan, hey, there you go. And they formed the Lupin Kaiser, their Megazord, and it's pretty cool Megazord. And look, Travis is pretty cool. And the Megazord scene is really dope too. They're really going all out with this. I don't know what the frick they're doing. They're going all out. I think they fight really in the city. literally fighting in the city, and it just keeps continuing that way. They fight. They have these cool shots, Zoro moving this way, jumping, flying. It's a really cool fight sequence. I don't know how, but they just did it. They just did it. So they have this. They do their finisher. They finish like a multiple bullet shooting at the guys. They do their finisher and job done. Defeat them out. Got that guy was destroyed. No more for him. Now we move on. Now the risk gets away. Now Patranger, so the green and pink are asking Patranger Ichigo, yo, like, hey man, you should we go after them? He's like, nah. He's like, nah. We'll let him go for now. We start the real danger. We'll let the Lupinranger go for now. So that's why I felt some way, shape, and form. Lupin Red, Lupin Ichigo. I mean, Pater and Ichigo. They're finding some respect of each other. I believe they will always go against each other. So that's gonna happen for a minute. But at least in some ways, I think there's a little bit of respect. At least that's what I take from it. I think a little bit of respect there for Lupin to do what he did. Hey, we both have promises to keep, so we may not fight together, but we have our reasons to fight. So there you go. But we know one day they're gonna fight together. They're gonna come together one day. It's gonna be way, way down the road though. But like I said, other than that, the show's really good. It's freaking amazing. Oh man, and you cut to the cafe scene. Now you cut to the cafe scene. Cafe scene, you got the Lupin Rangers just chilling. Hey, we got this kind of chat with the Lupin Clutch he just got, the talking puppet. But apparently, right as it's happening, three people walk outside, walk into their cafe in these uniforms. Three people in uniforms are the Patrangers. So in that particular point, like, oh shoot, the Patrangers in our cafe. So at this point, and Lupin Red and Blue is looking super serious, and I'm like, yo, stop looking so serious. Y'all looking like y'all did something wrong. Like, oh, chill, 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 chill. Like they know who they are, but Power Rangers for right now, so far as we know, don't know who they are. But they walked in. But they walked in. Like we don't know. Like they have been coming to that cafe, all cafes. You coming to that one? So it's like, ooh, and that's where the episode ends. That's where the episode ends. So now Bloomer wonder, did they know who we are? Did they find us? How? We have to wait till episode 3, which actually came out. So we actually find out probably tonight or tomorrow. Probably tonight or maybe Wednesday. Wherever I get to episode 3, I'll find out. Other than that, this episode 2 was really good, guys. That's no joke. Right now, Lupin Red Patranger is doing real good for me right now. It's really good because it just feels different. I like it. It's different. It feels different. I just hope there's gonna be a Patranger secret centric episode next time. Like I want to see what's the reason why the Patrangers are fighting. What made them become police officers? You know what I'm saying? They have to have a reason too. So I hope for a Patranger centric episode and not always be Lupin because this one's definitely was Lupin centric. I really hope they're gonna do a Patranger centric. I really want that. You know, get to know my team that I'm siding with. So other than that, this was a really good episode. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed my review. So the last one got 25 views, so hopefully this one gets enough of those views too. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the first one. Hope you guys enjoyed the second one. I'm trying to make these shorter. I'm trying to make these things 20 minutes long, but it just wind up turning 20 minutes. I promise I'll try to make them shorter, hopefully, because maybe I'll try to make, that's why I try to jump to certain things. I'll make it short, like at least 10 to 15 minutes, but this just seems impossible. But until that point, guys, thanks for watching my Lupinranger vs. Patranger review, and I'll catch you guys the next episode.